Summary: The Millionaire Fastlane, crack the code to wealth and live rich for a lifetime. Book link, click here. Here's a summary of the excerpt. The passage outlines two approaches to wealth: get rich slow, the traditional path of going to school, getting a job, saving money, and investing in the long run. This is described as a slow lane to wealth that sacrifices life today for the possibility of financial freedom in the distant future. The fast lane, an approach that rejects the status quo and aims to achieve financial freedom at a young age, in 5 to 10 years rather than 50 to 60 years. This path sees wealth as an ocean voyage and aims to take a shortcut rather than go a long way around. The author argues for the fast lane approach based on his experience of becoming a millionaire by 31 and retiring at 37. He says the fast lane is not about any strategy but rather a psychological and mathematical formula for achieving wealth quickly. It requires rejecting conventional wisdom and unlearning what you have learned. The author acknowledges that Fastlane is not easy but aims to show readers the yellow brick road to financial freedom. The book is written in a conversational tone as if the author is speaking to readers over coffee. However, he makes some assumptions about the readers and their situations in life to make the conversation more personal. His goal is to educate readers, not sell them anything. The summary outlines the two approaches, the author's perspective, experience with the fast lane, the goals and style of the book, and some of the assumptions made about readers. Please let me know if you want me to clarify or expand on any part of this summary. Most people have virtually zero chances of becoming a professional athletes, singers, entertainers, or actors. If you are young, you have enthusiasm but are not need to figure out how to direct it. If you are older, you have been working for years but have little to show for and want to start over. You worked hard at a job only to lose it due to economic factors outside your control. You lost money in the stock market following mainstream financial advice. This book aims to help people in these situations. Each chapter ends with a summary of key points. Stories come from a forum and have been edited. Readers can discuss their ideas on the forum. The author spent years developing the strategies in the book, learning and using them to become a millionaire. The book aims to help readers crack the code to wealth and achieve financial freedom at a young age. Part 1 discusses how get rich slow, the traditional advice to get an education, a good job, invest in the stock market, cut expenses, etc. leads to wealth at an old age, if at all. This is a losing strategy that gambles with your time. We know 22-year-olds do not get rich that way. Where are the young millionaires from that approach? Such advice is a dream killer. We must redefine retirement to mean achieving financial freedom at a young age, not just 65. Get rich slow takes a lifetime and depends on unpredictable factors. Believing only older adults can retire is BS. The golden years are not so golden. A 50-year path to wealth may not be worth it. As a teen, the author did not think that becoming wealthy young was only possible if the common paths required exceptional talent or abilities. The default was to pursue the socially accepted get-rich-slow plan. However, a chance encounter with a self-made millionaire exposed the plan as a dream killer. The author grew up in Chicago with dreams of becoming a musician, athlete or entertainer but realized those paths were unlikely given his circumstances. However, he continued to dream of achieving financial freedom and owning exotic cars like a Lamborghini Countach. One day, while getting ice cream, the author encountered a young man driving a Lamborghini Countach. He approached the man and asked what he did for a living, expecting he was an athlete, lottery winner or inheritor of family wealth. To the author's surprise, the man said he was an inventor. This encounter showed the author that he did not need fame or physical talent to achieve wealth and success. The author then made it his mission to study self-made millionaires who achieved wealth at a young age through means other than fame or talent. However, the author experienced many failures and setbacks in his attempts at business. He took on many menial jobs to make ends meet, while his college friends progressed in their careers and achieved some financial stability. Despite the difficulties, the author remained determined to find his path to fast wealth and success. The author fell into depression in his mid-20s. His businesses were struggling and he needed to be accomplishing more. He was tired of odd jobs and living a life that seemed preordained by society. He knew the path to wealth but could not execute it. After years of struggle, the people in his life lost faith in him. His girlfriend left him and his mother constantly told him to get a real job. He hit rock bottom while working as a limo driver in Chicago during a blizzard. He realized he could not continue living this way. He decided to take control of his life by moving to Phoenix. He arrived with almost no money but felt empowered by his decision. He created a website to connect people with limo services around the country. The website started making some money, enough for rent. He began aggressively marketing the site and offering web design services, which provided extra income. A friend suggested he find a way to monetize all the traffic and emails his website generated. He devised a risky new model of selling leads to companies instead of ad space. Though unproven, he gave it a shot. This new revenue model and wealth equation ultimately led him to wealth acceleration. In summary, the author went from depression and struggle to empowerment and financial freedom by taking control of his circumstances, moving to a new city, creating a website, and stumbling upon an innovative new business model. He could merge from the slow lane into the fast lane with hard work and persistence. Here's a summary of the passage. The author and his friends went on a road trip to Florida for spring break in college. However, their car broke down early into the 8-hour drive and they were stranded, showing that you need more than just knowing the road to reach your destination. Similarly, more than knowing the strategies to build wealth is required. You need to consider the entire road trip and have all the necessary components to be successful. Focusing just on the road or destination will lead to stalling out, just like the author's spring break trip. Building wealth requires having all the right ingredients from various sources, not just bits and pieces. It would help to have the complete formula to crack the code to wealth. The road trip formula to wealth, like a recipe, requires the right vehicle, your source of income and how you make money, a roadmap, your plan, plenty of fuel, your motivation and determination, and making sure the vehicle is maintained correctly, continuing to learn and improve your skills. Most people get stalled on the road to wealth because they only focus on parts of the formula rather than considering the entire road trip. However, with the whole formula, the journey to wealth can be completed like any exciting road trip adventure. Ingredients alone do not make the entire formula for baking cookies. You need the full recipe with all components: sugar, flour, baking soda, butter, etc. Similarly, most wealth books focus on road-focused strategies like investing in real estate or starting a business. However, they miss the whole recipe, the process. Wealth is created through a careful process, not random events. Millionaires systematically build wealth over time through hard work and sacrifice. What looks like an overnight success is usually the result of years of effort behind the scenes. For example, a prominent business sale or sports contract results from years of practice, failure, and persistence. The formula for building wealth, like taking a long road trip, requires a roadmap, your financial belief system and plan, your vehicle, you, and constant self-improvement, roads, career/business choices, speed, taking action and executing plans. The road to wealth is difficult, not easy. It requires paying tolls like risk, hard work, and sacrifice. There are no entitlements or shortcuts. The road trip cannot be outsourced to someone else. It would help if you did the driving to gain wisdom and growth. In summary, you need a solid roadmap to work on yourself, choose a viable path, take action, and be willing to face challenges to build wealth through a rigorous process. Events and outcomes are the results of that disciplined process. Luck has little to do with it. Your beliefs determine your choices, which determine your actions and life path. To change your life, you must change your beliefs and the roadmap that outlines those beliefs. There are 3 financial roadmaps. The sidewalk leads to poorness. It is focused on instant gratification and spending money as soon as you get it. Sidewalkers live a 1x from broke lifestyle and have no financial destination or plan. The slow lane leads to mediocrity. It is focused on linear wealth growth through saving, budgeting, and traditional retirement planning. Slow laners have a destination but get there very slowly. The fast lane leads to wealth. It is focused on exponential wealth growth through investing, business, and asset accumulation. Fast laners have an ambitious wealth destination and a plan to get there quickly. Each roadmap operates in a wealth universe governed by a wealth equation determining your probability and velocity of achieving wealth. The sidewalk equation is wealth equals income plus debt. The slow lane is wealth equals income, expenses plus appreciation. The fast lane is wealth equals net profit plus asset value. Your beliefs and actions are guided by mind posts within each roadmap. Sidewalkers have beliefs like spend now, think later, see education and planning is unimportant, believe debt is necessary, and believe money and time are abundant. They need a real wealth plan or destination. Disturbing facts: most people follow the sidewalk roadmap. Over 50% of people under 55 have little to no net worth. Over 60% of households have an under $100,000 net worth. Most young people have almost no net worth. The key to changing your financial life is to change your roadmap by adopting the beliefs and wealth equation of the roadmap you want, either slow lane or fast lane. Continuing to follow the sidewalk will likely lead to poorness. A median 45-54-year-old has a net worth of $23,000, excluding home equity. 61% of people earned less than $35,000 in 2007. 60% of adults live paycheck to paycheck. The author estimates that 85% of families will have little or negative net worth after the financial crisis. Many have lavish lifestyles but little savings. Income-poor sidewalks have modest incomes but spend most of them and have little savings or retirement funds. They live for today and defer responsibilities. Symptoms of sidewalk include not improving yourself, frequently changing jobs, blaming others for lack of wealth, being impressed by lavishness, poor credit, relying on government help, using predatory lenders, gambling, escapism, falling for get-rich-quick schemes, relying on family for money, and living paycheck to paycheck. The sidewalk lifestyle pulls people into poverty. Any hardship can ruin those without savings or insurance. Retiring on little savings is not realistic. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is insane. Wealth does not solve the problems of those with poor money management. Income-rich sidewalks earn a lot but spend more and rely on credit, so they live lavishly but are at risk of ruin if their income drops. Here's a summary. The author argues that society has a toxic and misguided definition of wealth. Wealth is not flashy material possessions, lavish lifestyles, or excessive luxury. True wealth consists of three fundamental components: strong relationships, family and friends, good health and well-being, freedom and choice. The author shares an anecdote of receiving his first big check after selling his company. He initially had a false impression of wealth and spent money on flashy material possessions. However, he soon realized he lacked true wealth. He had no stable income, job, or business to sustain himself. The author cautions against the illusion of wealth, flashy displays of material excess to signal wealth when little actual wealth or financial security is underneath. People prioritizing appearances over financial security are termed 30K millionaires. True wealth is not what you buy but the freedom and ability to buy what you want. The author shares an example of quickly buying his brother a Lexus in cash as an example of real wealth. The key message is that society's definition of wealth is misleading and toxic. True wealth comes from strong relationships, health, and freedom, not lavish materialism or flashy displays of excess. Here is a summary. The author criticizes buying expensive material possessions to portray an image of wealth when it leads to debt and servitude. True wealth comes from freedom, relationships, and health. The phrase "money does not buy happiness" is flawed. At the same time, money does not directly buy happiness. Poverty and debt certainly do not either. Money properly used can buy freedom, which enables happiness. The rat race and long work hours of the typical career path lead to lifestyle servitude, where people become slaves to their jobs and spending. This destroys freedom, health, and relationships, the components of real wealth. Money should be used to gain freedom, not material goods. Freedom allows one to spend time with family, follow dreams, make a difference, and do what one loves. This is what enables happiness. The sidewalk is the path of lifestyle servitude. Sidewalkers work long hours at jobs they dislike to afford lavish lifestyles and are stuck in debt. This is not the path to wealth or happiness. To summarize, wealth comes from freedom, health, and relationships. Money used properly buys freedom but improperly buys material possessions that lead to servitude and unhappiness. Society's definitions of wealth and normal career paths are corrupted, leading to this trap. True wealth and happiness come from escaping this and using the money for absolute freedom. Here's a summary. Luck is perceived as a random chance event that leads to good fortune. This is a false belief. True luck arises from the process and hard work. Self-made millionaires attribute their success to luck, but behind the scenes, they engage in deliberate processes that create opportunities for luck. Their hard work and perseverance led to the chance events others see as luck. If you want to get lucky, you have to play the game. This means taking action, engaging in the process, working hard, and putting yourself in the right places where opportunities might arise. Luck will not find you on the sofa watching TV. Mark Cuban, the billionaire entrepreneur, noted how people attributed his successes to luck. However, luck did not help him while studying technology manuals or testing software in his house. Luck arose from the hard work and process. Rich people got lucky is a false belief that strips people of their free will and empowerment. While some get rich through random chance events like lotteries, true lasting wealth rarely comes from pure luck. Sidewalkers love chance events but hate the process. So they naturally assume wealth comes from luck alone. However, wealth, like luck, arises from the process, the residue of process. In summary, luck is not random chance, it is the result of deliberate action and hard work. If you want to get lucky, get off the sidewalk, engage in the process, and play the game. Be at the right places at the correct times, through your own doing, and luck will find you. However, sitting idle, luck rarely strikes. Luck and wealth are the results of a self-made process. Here's a summary: wealth is created by the process, not luck or events. Relying on big hits like lotteries is a misguided strategy. Infomercials that sell get-rich-quick systems often target people with a sidewalk mindset who believe wealth comes from luck or that others can give them wealth. These systems are less profitable than selling them. To build wealth, you need to take responsibility and accountability. Blaming others or seeing yourself as a victim will not help you advance financially. Relinquishing control of your financial decisions to others makes you vulnerable to being taken advantage of, like a hitchhiker getting in a stranger's car. It would help if you drove your financial journey. People who do not take responsibility tend to see themselves as victims and blame outside forces for their problems. They live by excuses like they laid me off or raised my rent. However, in reality, they are responsible for their situations and decisions. To succeed financially, you must take the driver's seat instead of being a passenger. It would help if you took responsibility and accountability for your financial plan. The key message is that you need to take control of your financial destiny instead of leaving it to chance or blaming outside forces. Build wealth through the process and continuous action, not luck or events. Moreover, take responsibility for your decisions and situation rather than seeing yourself as a victim. Only you can drive your financial journey to success. Eugene, a 33-year-old Walmart employee, complained that he earned $11.15 per hour, below the industry average of $12.95 per hour. He argued that he could not afford necessities like a car or health insurance. However, no one forced Eugene to work at Walmart at a below-market wage. He chose to work there and can choose to increase his value and find a higher-paying job. People often blame external factors for their poor financial situations instead of taking responsibility. They act like perpetual hitchhikers, relying on others to support them. True wealth comes from taking responsibility and accountability for your choices and situation. More than merely taking responsibility is needed, you must also change your behavior to avoid repeating mistakes. For example, taking responsibility means admitting it was your fault if your identity was stolen due to leaving your purse unattended. Becoming accountable means safeguarding your belongings in the future. Commercials frequently promote the idea that people deserve benefits like lower mortgage payments, lawsuit winnings, or debt relief without earning them through responsible choices and hard work. In reality, you deserve what you earn through your actions and accountability, not what is given to you. By taking control of your choices, you avoid becoming a victim and steer your financial path. In summary, blame, irresponsibility, and a sense of undeserved entitlement lead to victimhood, while accountability and hard work build wealth. Making good choices and learning from your mistakes helps you avoid becoming dependent on the support of others. Here's a summary: the Slowlane is a mediocre roadmap to wealth that requires sacrificing today for the hopes of a better tomorrow. It involves working long hours at a job for decades while saving and investing for retirement. The Slowlane promises wealth but often delivers at old age, if at all. It relies on factors outside your control, like the job and stock markets. Life is short and unpredictable, so wealth is best enjoyed young. The Slowlane indoctrinates people with certain mindsets that keep them trapped, like believing debt is always wrong, money is scarce, time is abundant, and a job is the only source of income. In reality, none of these are absolutes. Typical Slowlane strategies include attending school, getting a career, saving money, budgeting, investing in the stock market, and retiring at 65. There must be more than these strategies to constitute a good plan for wealth. Moderation and balance are needed. The Slowlane is risky because it depends entirely on having a steady job and strong market returns for decades. If either of those falter, the plan fails. The recent recession exposed these weaknesses. A good plan involves more than just Slowlane strategies. It requires creating additional income streams, taking calculated risks, and achieving freedom and flexibility early on, not just retirement at 65. Moderation, balance, and diversification are key. The key takeaway is that the Slowlane is mediocre because it typically does not provide wealth, freedom, and enjoyment until old age after decades of sacrifice. A balanced plan with multiple strategies, income streams, and flexibility is superior. The Slowlane has a place as part of the plan but should only be part of the plan. The Slowlane roadmap to wealth relies on a job as the primary income source and market investments for wealth acceleration. The wealth equation is wealth equals job income plus market investment returns. This plan has low limits to wealth creation due to its dependence on time and the weak returns of market investments. It trades too much time, 5 days of work, for too little freedom, 2 days of weekend. This is a minus 60% return on time. The slow one institutionalizes a thank God it is Friday mindset where people celebrate the freedom of the weekend after being in bondage during the week. However, life's best moments, kids growing up, relationships, experiences, do not pause for the weekend. Time needs to be managed. The slow one is portrayed in the movie Revolutionary Road. A young couple settles for the ordinary and accepts the slow one roadmap but knows something is missing. They try escaping it but face difficulties. The slow one is brainwashing and makes people accept mediocrity. A story is shared of someone who saved $50,000 over 5 years by taking a second job, cutting expenses, sacrificing lifestyle, and working almost daily. However, saving money for the distant future in 40-plus years is an inefficient use of time and sacrifices too much of the present. There must be a better way. In summary, the slow one roadmap needs to improve in wealth creation due to its poor use of time and reliance on weak wealth accelerators. It condemns people to mediocrity and sacrifices life's best moments. An alternative roadmap is needed for faster wealth creation. Here is a summary. The author spent 5 years in college but was disheartened to find the job opportunity offered to him was cold calling from a phone book for an insurance company. Jobs generally suck for several reasons. They require trading time for money, essentially trading your life for money. The time required to earn $1 million at a job ranges from 11 to 625 years, depending on the profession. It is better to earn money passively, in your sleep, and while enjoying life. Jobs limit learning and experience. You become specialized in a narrow skill set, and if that becomes obsolete, you are in trouble. Experience from entrepreneurship is more valuable than that from a job. Jobs offer no control. You have no control over your income and are subject to the whims of your employer. There is no safety or security in a job. Office politics are unavoidable in jobs. No matter the job, you have to deal with the same types of annoying co-workers in office politics. The only way to avoid this is to be the boss. In a job, you pay yourself last after paying taxes and expenses. It is nearly impossible to follow the pay yourself first philosophy. Your ability to invest in yourself and your future is limited. In summary, jobs could be a better plan that offers limited leverage, control, and wealth potential. To escape the slow lane, you have to dump the job. Here's a summary. The slow one strategy relies on uncontrollable limited leverage, ULL, which makes it very difficult to get rich. The two variables in the slow lane wealth equation are your income source, a job, and your wealth accelerator, market investments. In a job, your income is limited by your intrinsic value, which determines how much someone will pay you for your time. You cannot control or leverage time since you are limited to 24 hours a day and an average human lifespan. Small numbers, like an hourly or annual salary, do not make people rich. Compound interest and market investments also rely on time which cannot be controlled or leveraged. While they tout the potential of turning $10,000 into $2.5 million in 40 years, that scenario is unrealistic. A 15% return year after year is impossible. In 40 years, $2.5 million will be worth much less due to inflation. And in 40 years, you'll likely be dead or close to it. The critical areas for improvement of the slow lane are lack of control and lack of leverage due to reliance on time. Time is a restrictive mathematical element that works against wealth creation. The numbers that define jobs, salaries, and compound interest are too small to create wealth. They cannot be manipulated or multiplied to create vastly more significant sums of money, at least not quickly. The slow lane puts you in a position of paying yourself last, making building wealth very difficult. Here's a summary. Compound interest requires 3 things to be effective: time, high yearly investment returns, and an initial invested sum. However, time and investment returns cannot be controlled or leveraged. This results in uncontrollable limited leverage. Wealth acceleration through compound interest is deficient because its variables, time, investment returns, and the initial invested sum, cannot be controlled. Your lifespan limits the time, market averages limit investment returns, and income limits the invested sum. The only way to overcome this is through leverage, which allows for higher returns. Tools like mutual funds, 401ks, and the stock market are ineffective for fast wealth acceleration because they need more control and leverage. Surveys show that only 10% of millionaires got rich through passive investments. The wealthy accelerate wealth through much higher returns, not market averages. The buy and hold investment strategy is flawed. The example of turning $10,000 in 1940 into over $1 million today ignores the time required and the effects of inflation. By the time the money is worth $1 million, the investor would likely be over 90 years old. Wealth needs to be achieved while young, not in retirement. Both jobs and compound interest require sacrificing time for small amounts of wealth in return. However, time is limited by lifespan and work life, so trading it away lessens the potential for wealth. Mathematical examples show that even high salaries and retirement saving over 40 years result in small nest eggs compared to the time required. The slow depends on variables outside your control, like market returns and job stability. Any plan that needs more control is based on hope rather than certainty. To build wealth fast, you must abandon the slow and its wasteful use of time. Wealth comes by using time as an asset, not trading it away as a liability. Here's a summary. Slowliners fight against the variable of intrinsic value, their time traded for money, which they perceive as controllable. They think, I must make more money. So they pursue expensive education. Slowland wealth is improbable due to uncontrollable limited leverage, ULL. Wealth is pegged to time which you cannot control or manipulate. Intrinsic value, your pay, is numerically limited because there are only so many hours in a day and years in your life. It cannot be accelerated. Time should not be traded for money. Wealth itself is composed of time. Your mortality makes the time a poor tool for wealth creation. The slowliner's reaction to ULL is to get more education to increase intrinsic value. They think an MBA or certification will make them worth more. However, they still trade time for money at a higher rate. Not all education creates wealth. Some create debt and servitude to a job. Expensive education can entrap you in conformity to a field and debt to a job. Many of the rich dropped out of college. A degree is not required for wealth. Debt from education can steal your freedom and force you into a job to pay it off. This is education servitude. There is hypocrisy in many wealth gurus who teach methods they have not proven or used themselves. Judge advice is based on the results and freedom of the teacher, not just their credentials or fame. Here's a summary. The key message is that you should be skeptical of financial gurus and advisors who do not follow the advice they preach. This is known as the paradox of practice, when someone promotes a strategy for wealth creation but does not use that strategy to become wealthy themselves. The author argues that many famous financial gurus have become rich by selling books, seminars, and media appearances rather than by following the slow, steady investment advice they recommend to others. The author discusses 3 examples. Susie promotes mutual funds, dollar cost averaging, 401ks, and bonds but admits the bulk of her $25 million wealth is in municipal bonds, not the stock market. Whether she followed her advice to build wealth or got rich by selling millions of books and media deals. David promotes saving 10% of your paycheck, compound interest, and avoiding expensive coffees but likely got rich by selling over 11 million copies of his book, not following his advice. Robert preaches real estate investing and brags about his Lamborghini. However, it is still being determined if he earned that lifestyle from real estate or from selling millions of books, games, and seminars. The author argues that these gurus are selling the slow lane road to wealth, slow, steady saving and index funds, while they take the fast lane, building assets that generate large income streams. He says the gurus will never admit the slow lane does not work, instead releasing new books with titles like Rebuild Your Wealth when their advice fails people. The key distinctions are, take advice from those with a proven track record in that area. Many gurus suffer from the paradox of practice, preaching one way to wealth while getting rich in another. The gurus will never admit the slow lane does not work and instead rebrand the same failed ideas. The gurus likely do not need to rebuild or start over. That advice is for those who follow their slow lane teachings, not the fast lane that the gurus used. It would help to view slow lane financial gurus skeptically since they may not practice what they preach. Look for advisors with a proven track record who transparently follow their advice. Here's a summary. The slow lane to wealth is a long, arduous journey without guarantees and may only pay off after you die. It relies on assumptions that life is predictable and forgiving, which it is not. There are 7 significant dangers to the slow lane. Your health. The slow lane hopes you will live long enough and stay healthy enough to enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, life has no guarantees. Your job. The slow lane relies on consistent, lifelong employment. However, jobs can be lost due to layoffs, firings, poor industry cycles, and job skill degradation. Your home. The slow lane sees home equity as a path to wealth. However, home values do not always rise and can plummet, as in 2008. Homes are not reliable investments. The company, the Slolan relies on companies to provide pensions, jobs, and stock value. However, companies can fail, mismanage funds, or see their stock values drop. Your lifestyle, the Slolan demands a miserly lifestyle with little enjoyment of life's pleasures. However, this is difficult to sustain and can drive people to increase spending and abandon the Slolan. The economy, the Slolan assumes consistent market returns of 8% annually. However, recessions, depressions, and market crashes devastate investment accounts. The sidewalk, feeling helpless and out of control in the Slolan can drive people to seek instant gratification through increased spending and lifestyle servitude. When Slolan is not working, people often try futile manipulations to force success, like working more hours, changing jobs, returning to school, seeking higher investment returns, expanding the time horizon, or increasing savings rates. However, Slolan's weak wealth equation cannot be overcome through manipulation. The Slolan's only controllable variable is expense reduction, so Slolaners are told to slash expenses to accumulate wealth. However, reducing expenses does not create wealth on its own. Exploding income while controlling expenses is the real key. Slolan's poor wealth equation and reliance on uncontrollable variables doom it to mediocrity. Here's a summary: income grew by 100%, but expenses only grew by 10% due to expense control. This led to wealth accumulation, not expense reduction alone. Slolan focuses too much on controlling expenses by sacrificing today for the promise of tomorrow. Life becomes about what you cannot do. The Slolan has a high failure rate of nearly 70% and takes 40+ years. Success usually comes late in life or requires overwork. Fame or corporate management are ways to escape the Slolan by increasing your intrinsic value. But these paths are only for some. Most Slolan millionaires live middle-class lifestyles. $1 million today is upper middle class. You need $10M plus to live like a millionaire. Slolan millionaires take 30+ years to make millions. Fastlane millionaires take 10 years or less. Live in middle-class homes. Fastlane millionaires live in luxury. Have MBAs. Fastlane millionaires hire people with MBAs. Let assets drift. Fastlane millionaires actively control asset growth. I cannot afford exotic cars. Fastlane millionaires can drive whatever they want. Trade time for money. Fastlane millionaires have money working for them. Are employees. Fastlane millionaires are employers. Have 401ks. Fastlane millionaires offer 401ks. Rely on mutual funds and stocks to get rich. Fastlane millionaires use them to stay rich. Do not control income streams. Fastlane millionaires control income streams. They are cheap with money. Fastlane millionaires are cheap with time. Use homes for net worth. Fastlane millionaires use homes for a living. The Fastlane is about creating wealth and living on your terms, not becoming the next middle-class millionaire by sacrificing what you can do. Here's a summary: the Fastlane is an alternative roadmap to wealth that can accelerate wealth accumulation. It focuses on maximum control and leverage, CUL, via entrepreneurship and business. The Fastlane equation for wealth is wealth equals net profit plus asset value. Fastlane wealth is characterized by the rapid accumulation of wealth, allowing escape from the middle class. Millionaires are made quickly through high profit and high asset value. The Fastlane mindset values time over money, constant learning and growth, abundant money that reflects the value created, passive income from businesses, creating valuable assets, and building systems for cash flow and asset growth. Get rich quick via Fastlane is honest but confused with get rich easy scams. Fastlane wealth is achieved through the process and hard work, not one weird trick. Examples of Fastlane wealth include creating a popular gadget, app, blog, or product and selling or licensing it for millions. Fastlane wealth comes from giving something valuable to the marketplace. $5 million is considered a good starting point for a Fastlane lifestyle due to the cost of living a lavish lifestyle and providing for generational wealth. Fastlane millionaires understand that a few $1 million alone do not necessarily enable a millionaire lifestyle without financial discipline. Lavish spending can lead to breaking quickly without ongoing cash flow or asset appreciation. The Fastlane rejects sacrificing the present for the future or vice versa. It offers a hybrid approach to enjoying life now while accelerating future wealth and security. A software mogul becomes the wealthiest man. A doctor sells an anti-aging treatment for $700 million. An author writes a book about a teen wizard who becomes a billionaire. An entrepreneur sells 20M undergarments and builds a successful company. An internet marketer earns $150K/month selling ads. An infomercial marketer improves a product and sells 4M units. A patented energy drink sold for $530 million. These stories demonstrate that get-rich fast lanes or shortcuts exist if you seek them. The Industrial Revolution allowed production to scale rapidly through systems and mechanization. Similarly, the fast lane to wealth utilizes systems and processes to accelerate wealth creation. The ancient Egyptian parable of Chuma and Azur illustrates the difference between the slow lane, manual labor, and fast lane, leverage systems, to wealth. Azur builds a pyramid through physical labor over many years. Chuma builds a machine to construct his pyramid in a fraction of the time. Azur grows more vital to do more challenging work. Chuma leverages a system to do the work for him. The slow lane to wealth is a job, trading time for money. The fast lane utilizes the business systems you create to generate wealth. The fast lane has the same or less risk but far greater reward potential than the slow lane. The fast lane succeeds through controllable unlimited leverage, not luck. While challenging, the fast lane can get rich quick results, though not easily. To win at wealth, you must switch from the losing slow lane playbook to the winning fast lane playbook, which provides a formula for wealth through unlimited leverage and control. Here's a summary. To get rich, you have to abandon the mindset of the majority, consumers, and become a producer. Most people are conditioned from birth to be consumers and buy products. Jobs exist to facilitate this consumption. You must switch teams and become a producer to crack the code to wealth. Producers get rich, consumers stay poor. To consume richly, you first have to produce. Once you succeed as a producer, you can consume what you want. Fast lane wealth comes from business, not a job. A fast lane business has unlimited leverage and controllable variables. The fast lane wealth equation is wealth equals net profit plus asset value. This relies on controllable, unlimited variables like units sold and unit profit. The example of the book shows how this equation leads to wealth. The time invested is leveraged and multiplied through sales, unlocking the author from the limits of time. People are curious about how the rich got rich. The common guesses are athlete, actor, inheritance, or lottery. The real secret is the fast lane wealth equation. Unlike hours worked, the equation variables of units sold and unit profit are controllable and unlimited. This allows the build-up of wealth. The example of the internet company shows how tweaking the variables of conversion ratio and web traffic can lead to significant increases in income and wealth. The key message is that real wealth comes from switching to a producer mindset, starting a fast lane business, and leveraging the wealth equation through controlling unlimited variables like units sold. This allows the rapid build-up of wealth through multiplication and leverage. Here's a summary. The author increased his income by increasing web traffic to his website and increasing his profit per sale. A slight increase of 1% in these variables led to a significant increase in income, like thousands of dollars or even a new car. The author's wealth equation had unlimited potential because he only reached a small portion of his potential web traffic and profit. He could continue improving and scaling. Most people do not get rich because they do not need to control variables with high leverage or unlimited potential. Examples of low leverage are hot dog stands or regular jobs where you can only work so many hours. Millionaires get rich by creating and selling appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. Appreciating assets include businesses, intellectual property, and real estate. These assets gain value over time. Wealth is accelerated by increasing the value of your appreciating assets and then selling them. The value is determined by the annual profit multiplied by an industry multiplier. The wealth acceleration factor refers to how fast you can increase your wealth. It is much higher for business owners, 1,700% in the example, than for regular jobs or mutual funds, 8% in the example. Business owners have more options to accelerate wealth, like increasing income by selling more, increasing asset value, or selling the business. Employees and mutual fund investors have little control or leverage. The key to getting rich is controlling variables with unlimited potential and high multipliers that can accelerate your wealth, not depending on small increases in salary or mutual fund returns. Building a business is the best way to gain this control and leverage. Here's a summary. Fast lane wealth is built around the concept of divorcing income from time. This means creating income streams that generate money independent of the time you put in. Passive income is income generated with little ongoing time or effort required. It is the holy grail of financial freedom because it allows you to generate income without involvement. Money trees are business systems that can generate passive income. They require initial setup work but can operate independently with minimal maintenance. Finding a business model that scales and generates strong cash flow is critical. Not all businesses can become money trees. Small businesses like restaurants, Retail stores and services require the owner's constant time and involvement and do not scale or generate high passive income. These end up trapping the owner and providing little freedom. The keys to building a money tree are: choose a business model that can scale and generate strong cash flow. Things like information products, online platforms, and software have potential. Build systems and processes so the business can operate without needing your constant time and attention. Things like automation, hiring staff, and streamlining operations. Focus on recurring revenue streams through subscriptions, contracts, or repeat sales. This provides predictable and passive income. Ensure the business has a high profit margin so it generates excess cash that can be extracted as passive income. Low-margin businesses need more potential for passive income generation. In summary, you need a business model built around scale, systems, and strong cash generation to achieve financial freedom through passive income and money trees. When set up correctly, these businesses can operate independently and generate income for you independently of your time. This allows you to break free from constantly trading your time for money. Here's a summary. The only 5 options for passive income are: rental systems, generate income from renting assets like real estate, equipment, intellectual property, etc. This is highly passive but limited by the number of available assets. Grade, a computer/software systems, generate income from applications, websites, or software. Highly scalable and replicable but requires significant upfront work. Grade, A content systems, generate income from creating and distributing information like books, courses, blogs, podcasts, etc. It also requires upfront work but can be scaled and optimized over time. Grade, B+ distribution systems, generate income by creating a system to distribute products or services to customers at scale, often combined with other systems. Grade, B human resource systems, generate income from leveraging other people to do work for you, like in network marketing. Limited by the number of people and turnover. Grade, C. In summary, there are few options for truly passive income. The existing options require significant time and resources to build leverage and scalability. However, these systems can generate income for years with minimal additional effort once built. The key is finding the right balance of upfront work and ongoing passivity for your needs and risk tolerance. To become truly wealthy and achieve financial freedom, you must stop trading your time for money in a transactional relationship. Instead, it would help if you become an owner and producer. Passive income refers to income earned with little to no effort required to maintain it. If your passive income exceeds your expenses, you are financially free. The 5 types of passive income, or money trees, are: rental systems, computer systems, content systems, distribution systems, human resource systems. The best passive income system is accumulating money itself. When you have money, you can become a lender, earning interest, or an owner, earning profits. Savers are not losers. Savers become lenders, owners, and producers. Money enables you to generate passive income through interest or ownership of assets. The more money you accumulate, the more passive income you can generate. Having $10 million lent at 5% interest yields $500,000 per year in passive income. This income is generated without touching the principal amount. The keys to building wealth are: build passive income streams through the money trees. Accumulate money through saving and investing. Become a lender and business owner rather than a borrower or an employee. Grow your money through compounding returns. Achieve a passive income that exceeds your expenses to become financially independent. The main point is that passive income and money accumulation are the paths to financial freedom and wealth. By making your money work for you through passive income vehicles, you can escape the time for money trap. Here's a summary. The law of affection, not the law of attraction, is the natural law of wealth. Mathematics and numbers do not lie. They are facts. Unlike the law of attraction, mathematics can be proved. The law of attraction states that your thoughts manifest into reality. If you think positive thoughts about wealth, you will attain wealth. This is an oversimplified philosophy used to sell books. While positive thinking and visualization have benefits, they do not lead to wealth alone. Action and hard work are required. The author spent 2 years thinking positively about writing his book, but something happened once he committed to action and started writing. Thinking alone did not make his book a reality. Consistent action toward the application of natural laws of wealth was required. The author finds it insulting that someone would attribute his success solely to positive thinking. Realism and understanding of human nature led to his success. Human nature is to take the easy road, so attraction books that promise easy wealth sell well. However, events and outcomes do not sell, the process does. While positivity, belief, and visualization are essential, They are not new concepts. They have been around for a long time. The law of attraction ignores the real secret to wealth, which transcends all people and cultures. In summary, mathematics and action, not mystical philosophies, lead to wealth. Positive thinking is not sufficient by itself. Consistent action and work are required to achieve accurate results. The law of affection states that the more people you impact or influence, either in scale or magnitude, the wealthier you'll become. Scale refers to the number of people impacted, units sold, and magnitude refers to the degree of impact, unit profit. The law of attraction is a theory, not an absolute law. The law of affection is absolute and works regardless of strategy or approach. All self-made wealth can be traced back to the law of affection. Directly accessing and influencing many people, as celebrities do, leads to the most incredible wealth. Indirectly accessing those influencers, like agents and managers, can also lead to wealth. To become wealthy, you must impact millions of people in scale or influence a few people in a significant way through magnitude. The closer you get to directly impacting large numbers of people, the closer you get to wealth. Think big to earn big. The standard advice to pay yourself first by prioritizing saving money is flawed. Most people can do that only if the government gets paid first through taxes. To pay yourself first, you must fully own your income stream. When you have a job, your income is limited by what the company will pay you. When you own a business, your income is limited only by how much value you can provide to others. Owning yourself and having control over your income is critical to wealth. Simply saving money through a job will rarely make you wealthy due to limitations on income and the impact of taxes. Build a business that can scale and provide value to millions, and you will be able to accelerate your wealth through the law of affection. The key message is that you must own and build a business that impacts many people to gain wealth and financial freedom. You will need more than a job and saving money alone. Scale and magnitude are what matter according to the mathematics of the law of affection. Here's a summary. Poor choices are the leading cause of poverty and lack of success. You have to fix the underlying problems, not just the symptoms. Like treating high cholesterol, you must change your diet and not just take medication. Your circumstances are the result of the choices you make. Success results from hundreds or thousands of good choices, not just one. Things like perseverance and determination come from making consistently good choices, not a single choice. Your choices determine your life's path and circumstances. You steer your life through the choices you make. Your problems are the consequences of the choices you have made. The author had an epiphany that he controlled his life's direction through his choices. After 26 years, he realized his choices led him to that exact moment, stuck in a blizzard in a limousine. He chose the job, the city, the business paths, the friends, and everything else. You are the driver of your life. The choices you make will determine your destination and circumstances. If you do not like where you are in life, you have to make different choices. The key message is that you are in control of your life through the choices you make. Your circumstances are shaped by the choices you have made. To improve your life and find success, start making better choices. You have the power to steer your life in a new direction. You are where you are based on the choices you make. There is a big difference between thinking about wealth and choosing wealth. You can choose the sidewalk, slow progress, the slow lane, get rich slowly, or the fast lane, get rich quickly. You are in control of your choices and your life's direction. People do not choose to be poor, they make a series of poor choices that lead to poverty. Examples of poor choices include cheating, lying, driving without insurance, befriending bad people, overindulging, going into business with incompetent partners, etc. Treasonous choices harm your life, dreams, and goals irreparably. They can permanently change the course of your life. Examples include reckless drunk driving that kills someone, taking on too much mortgage debt that leads to foreclosure, or associating with criminals. Your life's steering wheel represents your choices and is very sensitive. Just a slight turn can steer you onto a dangerous path. Treasonous roads always have a green light, so people must be cautious with their choices. The choices you make today can impact you for decades to come. The author gives an example of crashing a motorcycle as a teen and living with chronic neck pain as an adult. The butterfly effect and impact differential refer to how small choices can have enormous, unforeseen consequences over time. A choice can slightly alter your trajectory, but the effects compound over time. The example of hitting a golf ball slightly off-center is used to illustrate this. The choices you make when you are younger tend to have more significant consequences over time due to the butterfly effect. As you get older, your choices lose horsepower or potency. The asteroid analogy is used to demonstrate this. In summary, your choices are compelling in determining your life's direction and outcomes, especially when you are younger. You must be very careful to avoid treasonous choices that can irrevocably change your life's course for the worse. Due to the butterfly effect, everyday choices can have huge impacts over the long run. Here's a summary. Your choices and perceptions significantly impact and power over your life, especially when you are young. They shape your habits and future. There are two types of choices: choices of perception, your thoughts and beliefs, and choices of action, your behaviors and decisions. Your choices of perception drive your choices of action. Your perceptions and interpretations of the world are not reality. Your mind constructs them. Two people can perceive the same event very differently. The language you use internally exposes your mindset and perceptions. Using words like never, cannot, try, and think implies a lack of confidence and the possibility of failure. Using words like will, overcome, possible, and can implies success and commitment. To improve your life, you must wipe your windshield clean and modify your perceptions and language. Believing you cannot accomplish something will ensure you do not accomplish it. Having an open and growth-oriented mindset with your choices of perception is critical. The example of the teen at the gas station shows how a limiting choice of perception, "I will never be able to afford this," has significant consequences, ensuring he will never achieve that goal. In contrast, the author had a choice of perception that he would own a Lamborghini someday, which drove his choices of action to make that possible. Another example is the network marketer at the party who had a limited perception that $10,000 per month is much money. For the author, that amount is small, showing how perceptions of the same thing can differ. The network marketer's perception will drive limiting choices. In summary, your choices of perception are compelling in shaping your life and success. Monitor your language and thoughts, and work to develop an empowering mindset. Your perceptions are not reality, so do not limit yourself to self-defeating beliefs. Wipe your windshield clean. Here's a summary. The key to earning $1 million monthly is having an extraordinary mindset and making good choices. Change your perception of money and wealth. Believe that you can achieve financial freedom at a young age. To change your beliefs, find information and people that align with your new beliefs. The author found stories of young millionaires in business, inventions, books, and websites. Make better choices using worst-case consequence analysis and weighted average decision matrix. Worst-case consequence analysis requires you to analyze the worst potential outcomes of a choice, determine the probability of those outcomes, and decide if the risk is acceptable. The author gives an example of not sleeping with a woman he just met to avoid STDs, pregnancy, and false accusations. He also gives an example of avoiding street racing to avoid injury or death. Weighted average decision matrix helps with tough choices between multiple options. List the factors in the decision and weigh their importance from 1 to 10. Then score each choice for each factor. Multiply the weights and scores, add the totals, and pick the highest score. The author gives an example of using this tool to determine whether to stay in Detroit or move to Phoenix. He also used it to decide not to invest in a failed restaurant. Do not refrain from dwelling on the past. Focus on today and the future. If you are stuck looking in the rearview mirror, you cannot achieve your future goals. The key messages are: develop an extraordinary mindset, make good choices that align with your goals, analyze risks and challenging options objectively, and avoid dwelling on the past. With this approach, you can achieve uncommon success and financial freedom. Here's a summary of the key points. The universe does not care about your past mistakes or failures. Only you can let your past define you. You have the power to reframe your past experiences as either helpful or hurtful. Your choices are derived from your perceptions. The way you choose to perceive the world shapes the choices you make. You can change your perceptions by exposing yourself to new ways of thinking. Analyzing the worst possible consequences of your choices can help you avoid making harmful decisions. Objectively evaluating the pros and cons of big decisions can lead to better choices. Environmental and social factors, like your location or the people around you, can hold you back by creating headwinds. Avoid these headwinds by changing your environment or ignoring the naysayers. Extraordinary success requires extraordinary beliefs that go against social norms. You have to break free of the expectations and conditioning that society imposes to achieve exceptional results. Friends, family, media, etc. that discourage your dreams are human headwind bloviators. They add friction and doubt to your journey. It would help to defend yourself against their negativity or risk becoming average. Escaping environmental or social headwinds is necessary to build momentum toward your goals. Staying in stagnant or negative situations will only slow your progress. You have to turn your back to the headwinds to move forward. Here's a summary. Time is the most valuable asset you have, not money. Most people think time is abundant and in endless supply, But it is not. Your time on earth is finite. Once it has gone, it has gone. You need more money to buy you more time. The typical person wastes much time on trivial escapes like watching TV, playing games, or waiting in long lines to save a little money. This shows they value their time at nearly zero. Successful people value their time highly and invest it in living a meaningful life, not escaping into fiction or wasting it to save a few dollars. We are all on a sinking ship. Our lives will end. How are you spending the limited time you have? Is your time treated as the scarce resource it is? Or is it squandered as if you will live forever? You were born with a full tank of time that cannot be refilled. Although life expectancy has increased, mortality still makes our time finite. In contrast, money is abundant. Trillions of dollars are exchanged daily around the world. Although scarce for the individual, money will continue to be printed and generated. The greatest mistake is to act as if our time is as abundant as money. In reality, time is scarce while money is abundant. Valuing your time poorly will leave you stranded in places you do not want to be. The key message is that time is your most precious asset, not money. Although scarce, we often treat time as if it is abundant. This is a mistake. Your time on earth is limited, so value it highly and use it wisely to live a meaningful life. In contrast, money is abundant and continue to be generated, though scarce for the individual. Successful people recognize the scarcity of time and the abundance of money, so they invest their time wisely. The less successful value their time poorly and waste it on trivial things, acting as if they will live forever. However, our mortal clock is ticking. How we choose to spend our limited time determines our destiny. Here's a summary: you have a finite lifespan and limited time. Money can be earned back but time cannot. It is logical to value your time over money. Your life consists of two types of time, free and indentured. Free time is leisure time spent as you choose. Indentured time is time spent working and the consequences of that work, like commuting and chores. The more indentured time you have, the less free time. Money buys more free time by reducing indentured time. There is right time, free time, and wrong time, indentured time. The goal should be to maximize the right time and minimize the wrong time. Debt and expenses increase indentured time and reduce free time. Parasitic debt like credit cards, mortgages and auto loans reduce free time by increasing indentured time. The more debt you have, the more you must work to pay it off, sacrificing free time. Debt is a thief of lives that consumes free time. The actual cost of any purchase includes both the dollar amount and the amount of free time sacrificed to pay for it. If you buy something for $4,000 that takes 400 hours of work to pay off, the actual cost is 400 hours of your free time. Control parasitic debt by controlling instant gratification and impulse purchases. Only buy things that will provide lasting value and not be in the garbage. Ask yourself if a purchase will take away your freedom or own you. How you value and spend your free time determines whether you become rich or poor. Poor people undervalue their free time, wasting it on inconsequential things. The wealthy maximize and protect their free time. Be frugal with your time, not just your money. Do not sacrifice time to save small amounts of money. Your time is precious, so do not save it. In summary, your most precious resource is your time. Manage it wisely by reducing debt, limiting expenses and choosing a road that provides the most accessible time and life satisfaction. Value your time over money and avoid wasting it on things that do not matter. The ultimate wealth is having the freedom to spend your time as you choose. Time is the most critical asset. Free time allows you to do what you want, while indentured time is spent earning money. Fastliners seek to maximize free time. Education and continuous learning are crucial. Graduation is not the end of learning, it is the beginning. Without continuous learning, your skills and knowledge become outdated, limiting opportunities. For Fastliners, education is a means to build and improve your business system and money tree, not just to increase your intrinsic value. The purpose of education is to amplify your ability to generate wealth. Do not use "I do not know how" as an excuse. Education and knowledge are freely available. You can teach yourself through reading, practice, and experience. Successful people became experts through actively pursuing knowledge, not because it was given to them. Reading, attending seminars, and gaining experience through taking action are the best ways to acquire knowledge and skills. Formal education and degrees are not required. Dedication and hard work allow you to become an expert in any non-physical discipline. Education and skills open up Fastlane opportunities. Even learning a skill on your own quickly can unlock new ways to generate income. The resources to gain expertise in nearly any field are available if you try to find and use them. The key message is that continuous self-education and the willingness to gain knowledge and experience through action and practice are fundamental to success and wealth generation. Formal education is unnecessary, and not knowing how is an excuse. The opportunities and resources to build expertise and skills are freely available to those willing to work. Gaining knowledge and skills, especially those that can translate into business opportunities, is how you escape the rat race and access the fast lane. Knowledge is everywhere and available for free if you seek it out. You can acquire knowledge from many sources, books, buy, borrow or read them for free at libraries. They provide the best return on your time and money. The library, a free source of infinite knowledge. No excuse for not learning. Internet resources, forums, blogs, podcasts, online courses, etc. Another source for free knowledge. Seminars. These can be valuable if sponsored by the right organizations. Avoid get-rich-quick gurus. TV. Some channels provide educational content like history, science, and technology channels. Continuing education. Community colleges offer affordable classes on various topics. Magazines. Many offer free subscriptions. Sign up for topics that interest you. Most people need to take advantage of the abundance of free knowledge. Successful people understand the importance of constant learning and education. Do not make excuses like "I do not have time." You can transform idle time into learning time, like listening to audiobooks while driving or exercising, reading while waiting in lines, etc. Make life your university. Set a goal to read and learn regularly, for example 12 books a year. The more you learn, the further you will progress. Expensive oil changes like a $50,000 seminar are usually a waste of money. You often pay for information available cheaply elsewhere. Research to determine if an event will add value before spending much money. In summary, knowledge and education are the keys to success, and continuous learning will keep you progressing. Take responsibility for your self-education instead of paying expensive oil changes. There are affordable, abundant ways to gain the knowledge you need if you try to seek them out. Fast lane winners are forged through extreme commitment and hard work. Success requires dedication and sacrifice. Most people coast through life in first gear and wonder why they are not getting ahead. More than interest in success is needed, you need commitment. Commitment involves consistent action and follow-through. Distance yourself from most people who are unwilling to sacrifice for success. Be willing to live uncomfortably for a while to gain long-term freedom. Success follows a cycle of excitement, questioning yourself, recommitting, and growth. Expect hard work and sacrifice. The sacrifice is what makes you different. Failure and discomfort are part of the process. Avoiding failure also means avoiding success. Take calculated risks, get out of your comfort zone, and be willing to fail. Failure is often a natural byproduct of trying something new. Fear of failure comes from overestimating the worst possible outcome. The worst that could happen is often not that bad. Resisting societal norms will be challenging, but push through. Take action. Doing something, anything leads to opportunities, connections, lucky breaks, and progress. Fail fast and learn. Success comes through failure. In summary, extraordinary success requires an extraordinary commitment to hard work and a willingness to fail and be uncomfortable. Break free of societal expectations, believe in yourself, and take action. Failure is part of the journey, so fail fast, learn, and push through. Success awaits on the other side of fear and discomfort. Here's a summary. Interest in Fastlane is the first step, but a commitment to pursuing it is required to succeed. Winners are separated from losers by hard work and commitment. Some people choose short-term, mediocre comfort over the potential for long-term success and comfort. To achieve an extraordinary life, you must do things most people are unwilling to do. Expect to face hard work, sacrifice, and obstacles along the journey. The weak and uncommitted will quit at the first signs of difficulty and return to mediocrity. Failure is a natural part of success. Expect to fail at times, and learn from your failures and mistakes. One big success can set you up for life. Opportunity arises unexpectedly and does not suit your desired timing or circumstances. It would help if you seized opportunities when they appeared, or they would pass you by. Waiting for the perfect time leads to missed chances and a life of regret. Though risks should be assessed intelligently, taking risks is required to achieve great success. Avoid moronic risks with little upside and significant downside, but take intelligent risks that could lead to big rewards. The risks of trying and failing are often less than the risks of never trying at all. Someday is a dream killer. Make someday today by taking action rather than waiting for conditions to be perfect. Time passes quickly, and opportunities fade if you wait too long. You have the roadmap, mindset, and tools to start your journey. It is time to commit, take action, and pursue the fast lane path to wealth and success. Expect an arduous journey, learn from failures, seize opportunities, and never settle for mediocrity. The rewards for persevering can be life-changing. Here's a summary: your road to wealth is your career or business path. For most people, their jobs or businesses could be more effective paths to wealth due to limitations. To become wealthy, your road must lead to or intersect with the law of affection, which says that to make millions you must impact millions. The 5 fast lane commandments are guidelines to evaluate if your road can lead to wealth. There are: the commandment of need, solve needs and problems. Do not start a business to make money. The commandment of entry, have a simple entry point. The commandment of control, own control and have leverage. The commandment of scale, ability to scale and reach millions. The commandment of time, use the time to your advantage, not disadvantage. The commandment of need is the most important. 90% of businesses fail because they violate this commandment by not solving a need or problem. They are built on selfish premises to suit business owners' needs and desires. To succeed, pivot your focus from your needs to the needs of your customers and the marketplace. Solve problems and provide value. Money chasers chase money, not needs. The proper foundation for a business is identifying needs in the marketplace, not your internal needs or desires. Examples of businesses that failed by violating the commandment of need and following selfish premises are given. The key is to identify needs externally, not just follow your passions. The main message is that the path to wealth is solving problems for others, not just chasing money or following your selfish motivations. The commandment of need is the first step to building a successful fast lane business. Do not chase money, instead, focus on solving problems and meeting needs. Money will follow. Successful businesses satisfy consumer needs. The amount of money you have reflects the amount of value you provide to others. Provide massive value to make big money. Do what you love is bad advice unless you can solve needs and be exceptional at it. Just loving activity is not enough. The marketplace determines if you can make money from it, not you. Doing what you love often does not make money quickly because many others likely love doing the same thing, saturating the market. This makes it hard to charge enough. 2 dangers of trying to make money from doing what you love are: 1. It rarely makes money fast enough, and 2. It can endanger your love for the activity by turning it into work. Some compromise by doing work they hate to fund doing what they love in their spare time. However, this is an irrational trade-off. Others try to make money from derivatives or spin-offs of their loves, for example loving knitting and selling knit goods online. However, these markets are often saturated too, with limited profit potential. The need is weak. Fast lane success removes the need to get paid for doing what you love so you can do it freely without requiring payment. The means, fast lane wealth, lead to the end: do what you love, not the other way around. In summary, do not follow the advice to do what you love to make money unless you have a realistic plan to meet needs, provide massive value, and gain a competitive advantage. For most, it is not a viable or quick path to wealth. Build wealth first via the fast lane, then do what you love as an end in itself. Here is a summary. Do what you love is poor advice for making money because those pursuits usually face much competition and have low profit margins. It is better to find an area that serves a real need. Doing something primarily for money can undermine your natural passion or love for that activity. The author provides examples from his experience driving limos and his friend's experience as an artist. When they did those activities primarily for pay, it dimmed their enjoyment of them. It is better to be motivated by a passion for a larger goal or vision, not just a love of an activity. Passion can drive you to work hard and overcome obstacles to achieve that vision. The author provides several examples of his motivating visions or whys. Passion for a meaningful end goal can make work and effort enjoyable, not suffering. The author found that remembering the impact of his work reignited his passion for finishing his book. Most people abandon their childhood dreams and end up on roads that will never lead to those dreams. This leads to a sense of there being more than this and diminishes life. To find your passion, look for things that excite or upset you. Passion can come from your snow in the toilet moments of difficult or upsetting life. Those moments can motivate you to pursue change. Examples are provided of people motivated by a passion to achieve their dreams, like building an animal shelter. Doing work they love, like working at an animal shelter, would not achieve the dream or build the resources to fund it. Passion for the end goal is needed. That covers the key highlights from this section on finding motivation through passion rather than just loving an activity. Please let me know if you want me to explain or expand on any summary part. The author failed at network marketing 4 times because those opportunities violated the commandment of entry. which states that as barriers to entering a business decline, its effectiveness and competition strengthen. High entry barriers mean a more substantial road with less competition. Low barriers mean weak roads, competition and traffic, and less profit. If anyone can quickly start a business, it likely violates the commandment of entry and will be tough to succeed. Examples are network marketing, blogging, and selling on eBay. The early adopters and company founders benefit the most. To exceed in these fields, you must be exceptional. Entry should be a process, not an event. Real businesses require many steps to start. It violates entry if you can start a business by buying a distributor kit or filling out a form. Founders of network marketing companies leverage this by making it an accessible event to join. Avoid opportunities where everyone is doing it. Everyone is not wealthy, so following the crowd will not make you wealthy. The author avoided the housing boom frenzy and sold instead of buying. Go against the flow of traffic. Excitement and passion fuel success. The author's desire for a Lamborghini and to help his mother motivated him. Find your fuel to do what others will not. Solve needs and you will succeed. Summary of the commandment of need. Businesses that solve needs win. 90% of businesses fail based on selfish needs, not market needs. Money follows value to customers, not your selfish desires. Help 1 million people and you will be a millionaire. Do what you love often violates the commandment of need, leading to crowded markets and little profit. Have a passion for your goals, not the work itself. The right road will align with your dreams. Here's a summary. The commandment of control states that you should control all aspects of your business. If you do not have control, you are a passenger hitchhiking on someone else's ride. As a hitchhiker, you give up control and are at the driver's mercy. The driver makes the big money while the hitchhiker makes good money at best. To make big or legendary money, you must control all parts of your system. When you give up control, you give up the opportunity for big money. There are 3 levels of money: sound money, $20,000 per month big money, $200,000 per month legendary money, $1 million/month or more. Hitchhiking a Fastlane business is very risky because you have no control. The driver can crash anytime and take you down by changing policies, terminating your account, or other actions. Examples of hitchhiking relationships include affiliate programs where you have no control over the merchant's decisions, Google AdSense where Google controls the program and policies, MLM programs where the company controls the compensation plan. To drive a Fastlane business properly, you must control all aspects including your organization, products, pricing, revenue model, and operations. If you cannot control everything, you are hitchhiking as a passenger. The critical takeaway is that control equals opportunity. The more control you have, the more opportunity for huge money. Relinquishing control caps your upside potential. Here's a summary. The problem with hitchhiking or joining MLM companies is that you relinquish control to the company and have no power. The company can make radical changes that disrupt or eliminate your income stream. It is better to be the shark, the company owner, rather than the guppy, the distributor. Sharks are in control and think big, while the sharks control guppies and think small. Fastliners should build companies, not join them. You should invest in building your brand, not someone else's. Do not promote other companies' brands to make an income. Build your own company and brand to generate wealth. Network marketing can be a Fastlane strategy only if you own the company. As an entrepreneur, create an MLM company, do not join one. MLM distributors have no control and are subject to hitchhiking risks. They believe they own a business when working in the Fastliner organization. The author dislikes MLM because distributors have no control, depending on the company's decisions. They are misled into thinking they are entrepreneurs when they are just salespeople in the Fastliner's plan. However, he acknowledges that some people can make good money in MLM despite low odds of success. In summary, build your brand and company to have control and become the shark. Do not join other companies as a distributor, where you have no control and end up as the guppy. Network marketing is suitable for an entrepreneur starting a company, not as a distributor in someone else's plan. Here's a summary. Fastlane wealth is built through leverage and scale. Hitchhikers need more control and leverage. Fastliners create and build their own companies and systems. Hitchhikers join existing MLM companies and have little control. There are 6 business habitats: local, county, statewide, regional, national, and global. The larger the habitat, the greater the potential for scale and wealth. Most entrepreneurs engage in singles-only businesses that lack scale. Wealthy entrepreneurs swing for home runs by building businesses with colossal scale and leverage. When a business lacks scale, it limits the power of the Fastlane wealth equation by capping units sold and unit profit. The scale comes from increased reach, affecting more people, and magnitude, higher prices and margins. The commandment of scale requires a business that can scale net income, asset value, impact and be replicated. A business must achieve these to maintain scale. Tiny habitats and small numbers create tiny wealth. Think big by building national or global businesses. To make big money, you must impact and affect millions of people. The law of affection is the conduit to wealth. Lacking scale prevents access to the law of affection. Most entrepreneurs barricade themselves from the law of affection and wealth. In summary, build businesses with massive scale and leverage to unlock the fast lane to wealth through the law of affection. Think big and build businesses that can impact millions of people. Here's a summary. The commandment of time requires that your business can operate without your time and involvement. It asks if your business can function while you are absent. It aims to disconnect your time from income. While owning a business does not guarantee wealth or time freedom, violating the commandment of time results in a business that becomes a job and lifelong prison. The business ends up owning you. 2 obstacles prevent the growth of money trees: passive income streams, lack of access to money tree seeds because the business is deficient in some way. The seeds represent systems and processes that can generate passive income. In fertile soil, the systems and processes that could generate passive income will not work for some reason. For example, thin profit margins prevent hiring staff to run things. Ashlyn's coffee shop is an example of a business that violated the commandment of time. Although successful, it failed to free up her time. She ended up working long hours for little payoff. She did not need access to money tree seeds that would work in her business model. In summary, a fast lane business should become automated and passive. It should disconnect the owner's time from operations and income. Money trees represent the systems and processes that enable this passivity and time freedom. Obstacles like deficient business models or processes prevent those money trees from growing. Here is a summary. Resource systems are passive income streams that can generate money with little active work. They are like seedlings that can grow into money trees. Ashlyn's coffee shop needed a resource system, like hiring a general manager, that could have freed up her time. Without this seedling, her business was stuck and could not grow. Had she hired a general manager she could not afford, it may not have produced benefits anyway. Most businesses fail because they do not satisfy the commandment of time. They rely too much on the owner's time and effort. To fix this, businesses should look for resource systems/seedlings to implement or build the business around. The 3 most potent fast lane interstates or types of businesses that can readily implement resource systems and generate passive income are internet businesses. These include subscription services, content websites, lead generation services, social networks, brokerages, advertising platforms, and e-commerce stores. These business models are readily scalable and can leverage technology to reduce reliance on the owner's time. Innovative businesses built around proprietary technologies, intellectual property, or other hard-to-replicate innovations have the potential to generate solid passive income streams. These businesses are harder to start but have substantial competitive advantages. Iterative businesses that systematically improve and optimize a product, service, or process over time through trial and error and customer feedback. As the business is refined over the long term, it becomes more efficient and passive. However, this approach requires patience and persistence. In summary, the key to building passive income is implementing resource systems, especially those centered around scalable and controllable business models like internet companies, innovative technologies, and highly optimized processes. With suitable systems and models, a business can run independently and generate money through the law of affection. Here's a summary. The best fast lanes satisfy the 5 commandments: control, entry, need, time, and scale. The internet is the fastest fast lane because it satisfies all the commandments. Innovation includes authoring, inventing and services. Success requires both creating and distributing. A small business can become a fast lane through intentional iteration, repeating, and scaling the business. Opportunities and open roads are everywhere if you look for unmet needs and problems to solve. Breakthrough ideas are rare. Most opportunities involve improving existing products or services. Opportunity is more about solving everyday problems than inventing something new. Look for complaints, trash, things not working well, etc. The best opportunities have a built-in, eager customer base. Look for people already spending money on an unsatisfactory solution. 4 ways to find your open road: solve your problems. Look for things that annoy or inconvenience you. Solve other people's problems. Look for complaints and frustrations. Check reviews and forums. Improve existing products or services. Make something better, faster, cheaper. Reapply successes. Take a successful product or business model and apply it to a new market or group of customers. Look for convergence, where several trends come together. Moreover, look for extremes like high costs, long wait times, low quality, limited access, seasonal demand, etc. The solution is the opportunity. Be flexible and willing to change directions. The road may lead somewhere unexpected. Follow where the road takes you. Take action. Opportunity only exists if you do something about it. Be willing to start imperfectly. You can refine and pivot as needed. The important thing is just getting started. Here's a summary. Opportunities are solutions to minor inconveniences, discomforts, and performance gaps. They are not usually breakthrough inventions or ideas. Do not be deterred by competition. It exists in every industry. Focus on executing better than your competitors. Success is determined more by execution than by the idea. Many successful companies were built on old concepts that were improved and better executed. Common phrases like "I hate," "This frustrates me," "Why is this like this?" indicate opportunities. Look for these phrases to spot open roads. Failure often illuminates new opportunities by forcing you in new directions. Do not give up on your dreams, switch roads if needed. Quitting means abandoning your dreams, switching roads means changing direction. The key is recognizing opportunities and discomforts, complaints, problems, and performance gaps, then introducing solutions. Solve other people's problems to solve your own. Opportunities provide better service, more comfort, simplification, and fixing pain points. They are feelings and experiences, not just products or ideas. The least traveled roads usually have more failures and roadblocks. However, failures can open new opportunities if you persevere or switch roads. Winners recognize opportunities and failures. Opportunity is often where companies need to be more robust or more efficient. You can gain by outperforming them. In summary, the opportunity solves an inconvenience that provides a better experience or service. Recognize it in the complaints and discomforts of others. Despite the competition, you can succeed by executing better. Moreover, failure can illuminate new opportunities if you persevere or change directions. The key is spotting open roads by listening for clues to problems you can solve. Here's a summary. The key concepts are: define your lifestyle and the costs. What exactly do you want? Assess the monthly costs. Set targets for your money system, passive income from investments, and business system, passive income from a business. The money system provides income from interest and the business system provides income to fund the money system. Take small steps to achieve big goals. Do not focus on something other than the end goal. Focus on the steps to get there. Start by dropping change in a bucket and building from there. Open a brokerage account to fund your money system. Most require $1,000 to start. Contribute money from your change bucket and other sources to build your money system. The key quotes are: freedom has a price, and that price is money. Money does not change people, it just makes them more of what they already are. No matter how big or small, dreams have a price: money, responsibility, accountability, and commitment. Your goal is not $5,600,000 but 560 million pennies. Ridiculous? Nope, this is how I started, and yes, I still practice this today because this exercise has 3 conditioning purposes. The key takeaway is that financial freedom and achieving your dreams require setting clear targets, taking small consistent actions, and building wealth through passive income streams from a business and investments. It is a long process, but you can achieve amazing things by breaking it down into small steps. Here is a summary of the passive money system. A passive money system generates income through interest or dividends rather than active work. For example, investing $50,000 in a bond fund with a 6.5% yield would generate $270 per month in passive income. Fastlane wealth is created through business income and asset growth, not compound interest or the stock market. Your business should fund the passive money system, not your paycheck. To succeed with a passive money system, you must understand finance and how the system works. Key concepts include: interest rates, how much passive income can different investments generate, tax applications, the difference between taxable and tax-free yields, amortization, how mortgages and other loans are paid off over time, return on investment, calculating the percentage return generated by an investment, why asset prices change, how stocks, bonds, and other assets fluctuate in value, types of investments, how stocks, bonds, mutual funds, insurance, etc. work. Live below your means means keeping expenses lower than income. For fast learners, the goal is to expand your means by increasing income and wealth. You can live well while still living below your means, but it requires discipline. A financial advisor does not solve financial illiteracy. You need to understand finance yourself to evaluate an advisor's recommendations correctly. Lack of financial literacy exposes you to risk and fraud. Speed and action are required to build wealth through a Fastlane business. Most people will do nothing with the information and potential will remain unrealized. Speed is starting and growing a business, not just thinking about it. Run your business strategically like a game of chess, not checkers. Take action and stop delaying. Here's a summary. Business success requires executing your ideas rather than just coming up with them. The world ultimately judges your ideas and business offers. If they like it, they will give you their time and money. If not, they will not. The author launched a website redesign that he thought would be great, but users hated it. He had to revert to the old design, showing that you must listen to your users and customers. Put your executed ideas out into the box means putting your ideas out into the world to get feedback. See how people react and respond. The world does not care about your ideas but how you execute them. This is why business plans are useless. They are just ideas without execution. Academics love business plans but they do not lead to success. Success comes from taking action, not just planning. The idea is just a multiplier, how you execute it matters. An awful idea and excellent execution can lead to more money than a brilliant idea and no execution. Execution requires process, effort, sacrifice, discipline, and persistence. Ideas require thought. This is why execution is so challenging. Speed comes from executing ideas, not just having them. Successful companies run multidimensionally, not just focusing on price. They play chess, using all pieces, not just checkers where you only focus on price. The key message is that ideas are only valuable with execution. Execution is the difference between success and failure. You have to get out of the planning phase and take action. Listen to feedback and be willing to adapt. Run your business with all functions, not just on price. Overall, stop sitting on ideas and start executing them. That is where real success lies. The best business plans are scribbled on napkins, not formal 150-page documents. Business plans are only helpful once executed. The moment you execute, the world will invalidate your plan. Successful businesses end up in places unimagined in the original plan. The marketplace will steer your business in new directions. Facebook started as a college network but became a mass-market social network. The author's website started as a directory but became a lead generation portal. The world corrupts business plans when ideas become a reality. While financial analysis is essential, do not take your time with planning. Figure out what needs figuring and executing. The world will show you where to go. You cannot only get funding with a business plan, but the best plan is a track record of execution. Investors invest in people in execution, not just ideas on paper. To get funding, make your idea tangible by creating a prototype, brand, or track record. Investors want to see and touch something real. Customer service, like priests, helps and supports people. Log customer complaints to get feedback and see unmet needs. One complaint represents 10 others who feel the same. Complaints show the direction your business should move. There are 4 types of complaints. Complaints of change. People resist change. Expect complaints when you change something, but not all are actionable. Complaints of expectation. You must meet customer expectations through service failure or misleading marketing. Fix your service or manage expectations better. Complaints of void. There needs to be more clarity between what you provide and what customers want. These identify new opportunities. Complaints of fraud. Intentional deceit that undermines integrity and trust. Address immediately. My black book of complaints guided my business for over a decade. Most owners ignore complaints, provide free feedback, and show the journey's road noise. Does this summary accurately reflect the chapter's key highlights and main takeaways? Let me know if you want me to clarify or expand my summary in any way. The author argues that complaints should be viewed as opportunities to improve your business, not annoyances. There are 3 main types of complaints. Complaints of expectation, when customer expectations are not met. These expose issues with operations, marketing, or products that need fixing. Complaints of void, when customers continually request something you do not have. These reveal unmet customer needs and opportunities for new products or services. Fraudulent complaints, illegitimate complaints designed to exploit the business. These are unfortunate but should be responded to gracefully and then ignored. The key is identifying complaint patterns that can help improve and add value to your business. You cannot please everyone, so choose which complaints to focus on wisely. Today's poor customer service creates opportunities for businesses that provide sucks. Superior unexpected customer service. Exceeding customers' low expectations can turn them into loyal disciples who provide free advertising through word of mouth. The author built his company through sucks, spending nothing on marketing because his happy customers did it for him. The takeaway is that complaints are valuable feedback. View them as a chance to strengthen your business by revising operations and marketing, filling product voids, and turning customers into evangelists through exceptional service. A complaint is a gift, use it. Good customer service responds to customers within minutes or hours, not days or weeks. This violates customers' expectation that they will have to wait a long time for a response and builds loyalty. The author answered customer emails within minutes and provided live phone support without an automated phone tree. This built a loyal customer base that recommended the business to others. Excellent customer service builds exponential business growth through word-of-mouth marketing and repeats customers. Figure out your customers' expectations and exceed them. This creates a dual benefit of repeat business and unpaid promotion of your business. Most businesses focus too much on finding new customers rather than keeping existing ones happy. Keeping existing customers, who can help grow your business through recommendations, is more cost-effective. The key to success is making customers the top priority, not yourself as the business owner. Your customers pay your bills, not you. Loyalty should be to the customer. It's a myth that being an entrepreneur means being your boss. Successful entrepreneurs see their customers as their bosses. Stakeholders, in order from most to least important, are customers, employees, the business owner. The author listed fake employee names and titles on the company website to make the business appear much larger than it was. This set the expectation of poor service but allowed the business to provide good, personal service. Small companies are known for good service, big companies for poor service, so this looked big but acted small. Looking bigger deters potential competitors who think the business would need more time to compete against. However, acting small, with good service, retains the benefits of a small business. This combination creates opportunities for exceeding customer expectations. Complaints provide insight into customers' thinking. Different types of complaints reveal different issues to address: complaints against change, against expectations, voicing unmet needs, etc. Addressing complaints builds goodwill. Choose business partners, employees, advisors, and investors carefully. They have a huge impact, like pieces in a chess game defending your castle, your business. Wrong choices can damage your business. Here's a summary: partnerships either work fabulously or end badly. They are like marriages and require compatibility, shared values and work ethic. Many fail due to a mismatch in priorities, growth appetite, work ethic, etc. Choose partners carefully. Have competent advisors like attorneys and accountants. Treat them like partners and choose carefully. Bad advisors can steer you wrong and cause harm. Be cautious about blind trust. Verify first before trusting fully. Blind trust makes you vulnerable to being conned or harmed. Many major frauds happen due to blind trust. Trust but verify. There are dishonest people everywhere, even in respectable places. Be wary of charm and words, focus on actions and verification. Ultimately, you can only fully trust yourself. Be careful whom you let into your business and life. Monitor who is running your business when you are not there. Employees interacting with customers can make or break customer experience. Guide and train them properly. Take corrective action if needed. Do not let inmates run the asylum. Here's a summary of the key points. Focusing too much on the bottom line can lead to neglecting customer service and frontline employees. Poorly trained, low-paid employees with bad attitudes can be very costly to a business. To build a loyal customer base, employees must share the company's philosophy on customer service. Any employee can ruin a customer's experience and damage the brand. A poor customer experience can undermine any investment in facilities, amenities or branding. Customer service is more important than appearances. The author had very different experiences with customer service at two Las Vegas hotels. The dated Rio Hotel had excellent service, while the lavish Venetian Hotel had terrible service, ruining the experience. 2 key lessons. 1. Employees must deliver good customer service, not just management philosophy. 2. No flashy facilities or amenities can compensate for poor customer service. Fastlane distinctions. Choose business partners and advisors carefully. Trust but verify. Employees shape public perception of a company. Excellent service beats excellent features. Employees, not mission statements, deliver customer service. A me-too business with no differentiation or uniqueness will struggle. It is easily commoditized, forcing price competition. Get into business to meet customers' needs, not your wants. Businesses that started for the wrong reasons often end up commoditized. The carpet cleaning business owner provided a cautionary tale. His service was commoditized, forcing price wars because too many providers were chasing limited demand. Most business owners pay too much attention to competitors instead of focusing on their business and customers. They neglect developing their vision and differentiation. Have a clear vision for your business that provides real value to customers. Do not just imitate competitors. Find a need and fill it better than anyone else. Be a knight in shining armor and save the day for your customers. Do not obsess over what your competition is doing. Focus 95% of your time on your own business and customers. Only spend 5% of your time watching your competition, and use that time to identify their weaknesses and differentiate yourself. Build a strong brand, not just a business. Businesses survive, but brands thrive. Brands build customer loyalty and allow you to charge higher prices. Identify what your brand represents in customers' minds. Develop a unique selling proposition or USP. A USP is what makes your company stand out from competitors. It gives customers a compelling reason to choose you over others. Without a USP, you are adrift in a sea of Me Too businesses. A USP should be based on the key benefits and solutions you provide customers. Identify the problems you are solving and the needs you are meeting. A strong USP should be truly unique compared to the competition. Use robust and compelling language to convey your USP. Develop your USP by, you are uncovering the main benefits your product or service provides to customers. Solve a problem or meet a need. Ensuring your USP is genuinely unique from competitors. Give customers a reason to choose you. You are focusing on your customers' needs and desires. Think about the key benefits that matter most to them. You are using strong and persuasive language to craft your USP. Explain the key benefits and how you uniquely solve customers' problems. You are anchoring your brand around your USP. Build your marketing and messaging to highlight your unique proposition. Does this summary accurately reflect the key highlights from the original message? Let me know if you want me to clarify or expand on any summary part. Here's a summary: use evocative language and persuasive copy. Replace lose weight with obliterate fat. Replace grow your business with explode revenues. Use language that creates desire and urgency. Have a unique selling proposition, USP. Choose a USP that sets you apart and gives consumers a reason to choose you. For example, Apple's USP of safety, speed and reliability versus PCs. Be specific and offer evidence. Provide details and proof to overcome skepticism. For example, lose 20 pounds in 30 days or your money back or your home sold in 30 days, or I own it. Keep your message short, clear and concise. Long, wordy phrases will be ignored. Use your USP consistently. Include your USP in all marketing, your website, emails, business cards, ads, etc. Deliver your promise. Make your USP real by providing what you promise. Otherwise, it is fraudulent. Rise above the noise. Get noticed in a sea of bland similarities and average claims. Use polarization. Take an extreme stance to generate strong reactions, both positive and negative. Polarizing messages stand out. Emotion. Tap into emotions like desire, fear, excitement or urgency to motivate your audience. Emotions drive buying decisions. Be risque. Sex sells. Push the envelope to grab attention, even if it is controversial. Interaction. Engage your audience by making them active participants. Let them share information about themselves. Interactivity forges connection. Be unconventional. Do the unexpected. Familiar and overused phrases, images and tactics will not be noticed. The unconventional and unusual will grab attention. In summary, create a compelling USP, deliver on it, and rise above the noise through emotion, controversy, interaction, and unconventionality. Your message will then break through the clutter. Here is a summary: unconventional marketing campaigns arouse curiosity because they are unexpected. Examples are selling an expensive car for $1 or mocking conventions and interrupting them like the Energizer Bunny commercials. Getting someone's attention and appealing to their self-interest are essential to effective marketing. Messages should focus on benefits to the customer, not just product features. This is the "what is in it for me?" principle. To determine benefits, identify your target customer and their needs/wants. Then determine your product's features and translate those into advantages and benefits for the customer. Please explain how the feature solves their problem or meets their needs. Price implies value. The higher the price, the higher the perceived value. The lower the price, the lower the perceived value. Price should match the value and brand of the product. It should not just be set to maximize sales. The story of the stolen free dresser. Once a $50 price tag was put on it illustrates how price affects perceived value. The dresser had more value once it had a price, even though it was the same dresser. Price is like a paint job for a product or service. It helps shape perception and build the brand. Price should only undermine brand and value if the loophole to the brand. Some competitors may offer lower prices, but a strong brand and high value can still win customers. The example of the artist who underpriced her paintings shows how one's limited view of price can distort value and earning potential. Raising prices significantly increased her revenue. Price affects perception. Here's a summary. The key to accumulating wealth acceleratedly is a plan, a formulaic process of beliefs, choices, actions and habits that form a lifestyle. Put, wealth results from a systematic process, not an event. The first step is to admit that the conventional path to wealth, get rich slow, is flawed. It relies on uncontrollable, limited factors like time, market forces and linear income. In contrast, get rich quick is possible by creating leverage through a business system. Luck comes from engagement, not chance. Next, stop following ineffective roadmaps like 401ks and mutual funds. Stop being solely a consumer and become a producer. Swap out limiting beliefs for an empowering mindset. Value your time, your most precious asset. Avoid time thieves like debt that turn free time into indentured time. Invest time into a business that can transform indentured time into free time. Make decisions that optimize your time. Create leverage through unlimited mathematics, not limited mathematics. Limited mathematics, as in the Sloan wealth equation, rely on time, hours worked, annual salary, years investing. Unlimited mathematics come from business systems and lead to exponential gains. In summary, admit that wealth acceleration is possible, value your time, stop following ineffective paths, and create leverage through business systems and unlimited mathematics. That is the formula for supercharging your wealth plan. The keys to wealth acceleration and financial freedom are: develop a money system or business to scale and generate exponential income and asset growth. Live below your means while expanding your means. Determine how much money you need to live your desired lifestyle, your number, and make that dream tangible by visualizing it regularly. Save money aggressively to achieve that number. The more people's lives you positively impact through a business you control, the more money you will make. Solve problems on a massive scale. 4. Commit fully to the principles of wealth acceleration and take action. Review your past choices and decisions to understand why you are where you are financially. Change your behavior and decision-making to align with a wealth acceleration mindset. Establish a business entity like a corporation to separate your personal and business finances. Pay yourself first by maximizing tax-advantaged accounts. Find your passion or purpose that will drive you to take action and do whatever it takes to succeed. A selfish passion, like wanting expensive toys, or a selfless passion, like helping others, can work. 7. Continuously educate yourself, especially in areas that will help you build and scale a successful business. Read, take courses, and get mentors. Information and knowledge fuel your financial journey. Identify a business road or opportunity by looking for needs, problems, inconveniences, and service gaps you can solve. The road will choose you. Control critical aspects of your business like pricing, marketing, and operations. Do not cede control to others. Have what others need, and money will flow to you. Focus on attracting money by solving needs rather than chasing them. Automate and systematize your business to detach your time from it as much as possible. This creates passive income streams. 12. Replicate and scale your business system to maximize impact and income. Think significantly and globally. Grow your business through branding, customer service, differentiation, focus, and removing yourself from the day-to-day. Treat your business like a multi-dimensional game. 14. Have an exit strategy to liquidate your business or assets for maximum value at the optimal time. After exiting, choose to retire and enjoy the rewards of your work, repeat the process, or both. However, consistently reward yourself for milestones and accomplishments along the journey. The journey to financial freedom is challenging but rewarding. Anyone can do it, regardless of their starting point, as long as they commit to the process. However, you must ignore the buts, the excuses and reasons why you cannot, and take action. The door to an exceptional life is open if you walk through it. Here's a summary of the advice. Identify needs and problems to solve. Open new doors and opportunities. Leverage your time off from teaching to work on new projects. Owning a business does not guarantee wealth. The business needs to generate income without requiring your constant time and effort. To get out of debt, Understand why you accumulated the debt and change your habits and choices going forward. Increase your income through starting a business. Cut expenses. If you and your spouse have different philosophies on money and life, you must compromise, or it can lead to relationship issues. Find common ground and work together towards shared goals. Real estate can be a path to wealth but often requires many properties and time to accumulate. The income potential is limited by the magnitude of properties you can acquire and manage. It may or may not suit your goals. It is unlikely to build wealth working only 4 hours a week from start to finish. Initial hard work and effort are usually required to build income streams that eventually reduce your time required. Affiliate marketing alone often does not lead to wealth due to a lack of control and difficulty building income. However, some can become successful affiliate marketers by building a solid process. The odds are against most people, so other strategies may be needed. College education depends on your needs, goals, and costs. It is not required for wealth but needed for some careers. Be wary of student loan debt. Find time for your Fastlane goals by developing passion and desire. Time can be made, but only if you are committed. Excuses come from a lack of commitment. Material possessions like cars will not make you happy in the long run. Joy comes from life experiences, relationships, and personal growth. So in summary, the keys to building wealth are: find needs to solve, build income streams that do not require your time, minimize or avoid debt, align with your spouse, hard work and commitment. Affiliate marketing likely needs to be combined with other strategies. Education depends on your goals, and true joy comes from within, not from material items. The critical points in the 40 Fastlane lifestyle guidelines are: believe that getting rich quickly is possible. Please do not dismiss it as improbable. Do not let the slow, traditional path to wealth bury your dreams or limit your thinking. Do not listen to slow-lane prognosticators who spread dogma that contradicts the Fastlane philosophy. Do not make the slow-lane your only plan. Use it as part of a larger plan. Do not sacrifice long-term gain for short-term pleasure. Do not expect others to make you wealthy. Take control of your financial destiny. Do not trade time for money. Build assets that generate money independent of your time. Do not let time dictate your financial plan. Take control of your time and your money. Maintain control over your financial life. Do not relinquish control to others. Do not refrain from assuming time is abundant. Treat time as a scarce resource. Have faith in the process, not events. Build good habits and systems. Do not refrain from taking advice from gurus who preach one thing but get rich doing another. Look for authenticity. Use compound interest to generate income, not just build wealth. Respect the power of passive income. A dollar generating passive income is precious. Commit to constant learning. Do not keep learning after you graduate from school. Avoid debt whenever possible. Debt reduces your freedom and control. Operate as a producer, not just a consumer. Create value for others. Believe in the possibility of achieving your dreams and goals. Do not dismiss them as implausible. Pursue paths that meet needs and solve problems for others. That is where the money is. Let passion, not love, fuel your motivation. Passion is more powerful and enduring. Focus on increasing your income, not decreasing your expenses. Higher income solves more problems. Pay yourself first before paying anyone else. Your financial independence should be a top priority. Do more than just what everyone else does. Blaze your trail. Be sure to trust everyone. Let people earn your trust through their actions. Maintain control over your business. Do not relinquish control to partners, investors, or employees. Seek to drive opportunities, not just hitchhike on them. Take an active role in creating your success. Book link, click here.